What's up, guys, and welcome to another edition of Reading Your Comments. I thought it'd be a good time to do it. It's been almost 2 weeks since we have, and people really seem to like that video, so I'm going to try to splice these in every couple of weeks at least. If it gets big enough, I'll do it every week, but people enjoy this, so we are going to move on with that. Now, today, most of the comments that I'm going to take are from the last video of Reading Your Comments. Now, we'll take comments also spruced kind of throughout the rest of the videos, but I'm going to try to acknowledge the ones in that video first, because that's what I said, leave comments in that videos, and those are the ones I'm going to pick first, and then we'll have any kind of leftovers if I feel like I need a couple more from other videos. But if you want to leave a comment to be read in the next edition of Reading Your Comments, leave them down below, or you can comment on other videos, but I'm going to take them from here first for this video, and then any leftover will go. So if you want them read, make sure you leave comments in this video. And again, to reiterate, it doesn't have to be about anything in particular. It can be whatever you want, and I'll read them, and we'll just interact and hang out and stuff like that. Deal? Let's get into this. I can see you getting big, dude, on YouTube. You remind these little kids of Boogie2988. Act silly, and you got this. Boogie's long-lost brother. You look like a skinnier Boogie2988 and sound like him. Are you two related? So I get this actually more often than what you think. I have a lot of people who think I look like Boogie, and I don't know if it's just because I'm a bigger dude and we have facial hair, and then when I pull my hair back, it's not like his because his is curly, but you know what I mean. So I'm gonna put this to rest for once and for all. No, I'm not related to Boogie. But fun fact is, I actually grew up and still live in a town that is roughly an hour and a half to 2 hours away from where he lives. Boogie grew up and was born in a place called St. Paul, Virginia, which is on the western side of Virginia, over near like Tennessee and like Kentucky and stuff. I am from Bluefield, and it's about a 2-hour drive, so I'm actually from relatively the same area, the same region as Boogie. Of course, he moved on to Arkansas, but no, I'm not related to Boogie. But hey, if I remind you guys of Boogie, even if from being a bigger dude, that's good to me because he's super successful and I like the dude a lot. So, but no, I am not related to Boogie. My room is red. My room right now is like a weird beigeish color. I think this is beige. Then you got some other stuff around here. There's like a Zelda poster and there's a Peter Pan picture. Let me show you these. There's a Zelda poster over there and there's a Peter Pan picture over there. So my room right now is pretty random. Some people are just plain rude for no reason. Disappointing. Absolutely, people like to be rude, and I've found a lot of times, first off, a lot of times it's keyboard warriors, which is fine. I generally don't pay them much attention, but then other times I've also figured that it's a lot of people who their life sucks, and the only way for them to try to feel better about themselves is to try to bring other people down, and then when people don't respond negatively like they want them to, they usually just move on. But yeah, it is kind of disappointing that people can't just be happy. I'm a pretty happy person, pretty positive person, and I'm sure that not everybody likes that. Obviously, I've got negative comments before. You can't please everybody, but overall, for the most part, this is a really, really positive community, and I usually just turn the other cheek on any of those unkind comments. Love your energy. Also, I have had a question since finding you from the GameStop video. Where do you work now? Where I work now, I don't really disclose the location just for a privacy reason. I mean, it's not like a super shady organization or anything. I just don't, just for the sake of privacy and keeping some parts of my life private. But what I can tell you is I work for a company managing spreadsheets, an eBay store and an Amazon store. Basically, I help list all of their products up online, and I've been doing that for almost 5 years now, actually. So I've been there for a while, and I really, really love my job. Like I said, I just don't really disclose where it's at right now, just for a privacy reason. But that's what I do. I'm in e-commerce. I found your video through a GameStop rant search. That's awesome. Congrats on 400 dedication. This was left on the 400 video, obviously. Yeah, thank you so much, man. It's awesome. I'm glad to see it's growing. I'm glad people are appreciating it. It's cool that just people that I never would have met in life, you know, throughout my life, I interact with on a daily basis. Like, it's super cool. I love this, and I love that you guys love this as well. It makes me happy. So thank you so much for the congratulations, and I hope you continue to enjoy the videos. 400 daily vlogs. I can't believe that. I'm so impressed. Brandon, I'm always impressed by you. It doesn't matter what you comment. I'll probably leave it in the video, man. I love interacting with Brandon. He's a super cool dude. Another fellow YouTuber. But thanks, man. I appreciate it. And I know that you're super busy with work and stuff up there in the old northern Canada. In the north Canada. It's not northern Canada. You're actually very... Alright, so, but yeah, hopefully you can get up to stream and stuff a little bit more, and then maybe we can work on some sort of collaboration like we've been talking about. So, I appreciate it, man. I subscribed when you did that video when you super kicked everything. I can't remember what it was titled, but anyway, I was wondering, will you do any wrestling related videos? Yes, I have several ideas in mind. I've done a couple of wrestling related videos. I did the super kick video. I did a thing called, I think, Kayfabe Corner or something like that. And then I did another one which was losing weight with wrestling taunts or something like that. I don't even remember now. It's been so long. But I have some more videos lined up in mind. I just have to film them and get them up, and then I'll release them separately, not part as vlogs, but like I do, sometimes I'll just do side videos every once in a while. But I'll try to give you guys a heads up. But absolutely, there's about 4 videos in mind I have right now wrestling related, and as soon as I can find time to film them, I'm going to film them and get them up because I love wrestling and I would love to continue to make wrestling videos. Hey, I love your channel. I subbed. Can you subscribe back? Thanks, bro. I put this in here simply because, and I specifically marked it out because I wanted to address this, and I've talked about it in past vlogs, but I figured I'd talk about it one more time. Absolutely not. I will not subscribe for subscribe. I don't care about my number of subscribers, and what I mean by that is obviously I care about everybody who's subscribed, but I don't want empty subscribers. And I know that it seems probably like that right now because I have over 1,000, but my videos are usually anywhere between 60, 120, and then some of them get up there, but I've also gone through a lot of changes on this channel. But no, I will not subscribe just because you asked. Now, if you're saying, hey, check out my channel or something, absolutely, I'll check it out. And if I like it, I'll totally subscribe because I like to support other content creators. But as far as sub for sub, just for having a ton of subscribers, absolutely not. I will not do that. I hope that doesn't seem harsh, but that's just the way it is, man. I want subscribers that I interact with, not a large amount of subscribers just for the sake of saying I have a large amount of subscribers. I hope that makes sense. Never knew that you wrote screenplays. Awesome. Absolutely, man. I love screenplays. I was really impressed early on with like Kevin Smith and stuff, and I love Quentin Tarantino, obviously, from a screenwriter. Well, I love Tarantino films, but like I really think screenwriting-wise, he knows how to tell a story, and I've always loved telling stories, and I love, there's just so much stuff I love. I could make a whole video on just film-related stuff that I love, people I love, and why I love them, but yes, I have wrote films for a long time, but I've wrote basically my entire life. I really love to write. My mom is here, Noah's grandma's here, and he's having a blast. But yeah, I have wrote screenplays for a long time, and I've probably wrote, God, man, probably 10 or 12, which may not seem like a lot, but sit down to write a screenplay, it's a ton. So I absolutely love it, but yes, I do write screenplays, and it's one of my favorite things to do. Do you think you can release the trailer you made on YouTube or no? Interesting video, by the way. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much for commenting. This is in reference to the movie that I made. I still have the trailer, but I don't know. I'll see if I can reshoot it. The thing is, I don't want to put it out there, especially with the footage from the church in it, which was the issue to begin with. So if I can figure out a way to rework that trailer and not have that scene in there or that footage in there, then I'll see if I can release it. But it's I don't think I have the original files for it. It's already compressed with music, so it'd be kind of weird, but I guess I could conceivably... We'll figure it out. I'll see if I can get it out to you guys if you really want it. Dude, I love Kevin Smith. That is awesome. You have those comics. You need to let me see them next time I visit. Sure, anytime you're up, I will totally show you the comics. I love Kevin Smith. He's, like I said, he's probably in the film industry my idol. Like, I look up to him more than anybody in film just because of what he's been able to accomplish. What he's been able to accomplish with what he's accomplished it with. I think it's fantastic. The fact that he has actors that are begging to work for him for minimum wage says a lot in the money-hungry world that we live in. So I look up to him a lot. I have some action figures and stuff too. Maybe I'll do a video on that sometime or just in my vlog. But absolutely, I love Kevin Smith. Harvey and his horror movies. He was talking about that movie the other day when I went over there for D&D. Would love to see you two do something. First off, perhaps one day I could join you guys for D&D. I don't have a whole lot of time anymore to play because I don't play on Friday. I really haven't played on Friday. I played at the live game night, but I haven't played on Friday in a long time. I've just been so busy with stuff. And as far as seeing us do something, I'm going to talk to Harvey, man. I would love to work. It's still one of my things. I would love to work with Harvey. So potentially in the future, hopefully, maybe we can get something together, even if it's something that I write and then he can just direct it or whatever. I would love to work with Harvey. I think he has a great mind, and I think when we work together, it's something beautiful. So hopefully we can get something like that in the future. GameStop is one of the worst jobs I've ever had. Too many rules, regulations, stress, and rudeness to customers. I hate having to be paranoid over getting fired for improperly answering the phone. It blows. Absolutely. There was a guy, I'm going to say his name too because he doesn't work there anymore. His name was Nick Green. I worked with him. Super awesome dude. I love Nick. He's a really, really cool guy. I haven't talked to him in years, but I really liked working with Nick. And he answered the phone one time at GameStop, and the guy on the other, because you know they do secret calls all the time, and the guy on the other end of the line said, hey, I think it was, I'm just going to say Madden. I'm not going to spend time thinking about what it was. But he said, is Madden out? And Nick said, no, but, and the phone clicked. I said, okay. So they called back. Well, the DM reamed him for not mentioning a reserve, and Nick was like, you hung up before, like I was literally mid-sentence and you hung up, like, and he ended up getting in trouble for it. I don't think he got wrote up. It seems like the district manager may have wanted to write him up, and my boss was like, no, that's a little stupid, I'm not doing that. Or maybe he did and lost the file or something, I don't know. But yeah, he got in trouble for that. And then so the next time somebody called, it was almost a 15-minute greeting of just like, it wasn't literally 15 minutes. He probably spoke for 4 or 5 though, and just listed all the sales specials and all the big releases coming up, you know, which was funny to us at the time. So, but yeah, it's really stupid. If you ever do decide to branch from Loot Crate, I would recommend Puzzle Crate for sure. Puzzle Crate sounds awesome. I would love to do that. I haven't heard of Puzzle Crate, which I think I commented back on this and said that I hadn't heard of Puzzle Crate, but that would be super cool because I do love twisty puzzles, or any kind of puzzles, honestly. I love hand puzzles that you know, solve, like even like crossword puzzles, which I suck at, but like Sudoku, any of that stuff I love, or anything like that. And then I love like the metal puzzles or wooden puzzles. I love all that stuff. So this is something I will definitely, I'm going to stick with Loot Crate for just a little bit because I really enjoyed it, and it seems like people enjoyed watching that video, and then I will see if I can branch out to Puzzle Crate. I've never played, but I would for sure be interested if you ever looking for an extra online, of course. This is actually from my buddy Andrew Shabani. I'm putting this in here because I have a terrible memory, so Gabe, if you're watching, Shabani said he would totally play D&D. Cool? Exactly what kind of training is required to pester people about pre-orders and power-up rewards cards? There's not really any training, but basically GameStop comes at you from a standpoint of saying, you should be thrilled to work. Basically, their thing is, if you're asking for motivation, they say, do it or you're fired. And when you say, well, why? They say, because you should be fortunate, you should consider yourself fortunate to work in the entertainment industry. Do you know how many people would want your job? You should be grateful. That's literally how they approach it about anything at that place. It's really, really stupid. I love reading comics too, but I only read DC from the 70s and early 80s, Bronze Age, the era I grew up with. Fully understandable, nostalgia plays a huge part and stuff like that. Never was into Marvel. I've tried reading new comics this past year from issues that I purchased from Books A Million, but I just don't get them, quote. The characters are too far removed from what I grew up reading. I fully understand that, and I don't hate that, and I think a lot of it has to do with what you grew up with. So I'm loving Marvel because I grew up watching like X-Men comics and stuff like that, so I kind of understand that era. Now, as far as from the Golden Age, I love that era. One of the things I'm reading right now, albeit it's Marvel, is the 1977 Black Panther stuff, and I'm loving it. So perhaps if you search a little deeper, you can maybe find some stuff, because there's some stuff that feels not as new. Another thing I'm reading is, I started reading, it's a 4-part miniseries, so it's not huge, but it's the 1997 release of Gambit, which may have been his first solo comic. I'm not sure. I'm not a comic aficionado, so don't quote me on that. But it's a 4-part miniseries. It's in 97, and it feels classic too. Like, it just doesn't feel, I don't know if polished and new is I understand what you're saying, and I hope that this makes sense to you, but maybe check some of that stuff out, because there's a lot of great stuff out there. Super cool to see your channel grow. I remember when you had about 200 subs when I came over from Weirdest News. Good stuff as always in the vlog, like the outside as well. Yes, fun fact for any of you guys newer to the channel, there was a channel, it was called The Prank Reviewer at one point, and then he changed it to Weirdest News. He had over 200,000 subscribers at the time, gave me a shout out because he watched my stuff for whatever reason, and I'm super grateful. Super great guy. I don't really talk to him regularly. I still have his number, and I think I've texted him a couple times over the last year maybe, but very, very nice dude, very humble dude to me anyway, very, very nice. And then he actually reached out to me about potentially hosting. He had a show called Weirdest News Extra, and he wanted me to host that. And I hosted it for a little bit, and then he needed me to edit the stuff because he was super busy, and just from doing this and a couple of other things I have going on, I couldn't edit, so I had to eventually fall out. But it brought a lot of people, and yes, Merpaderp was one of those people. So if anybody sees the comments from Merpaderp, when, especially like if, let's say if for some reason this channel blows up and they're like, I was here before you had this many subscribers, Merpaderp is telling the truth. And Merpaderp, you can always look back on this moment as well and refer people to it. So yeah, I appreciate you coming over, and I'm glad that you enjoy the stuff. It makes me really, really happy. Why do people call I'm fat? He isn't fat. I'm confused. Why do people call him fat? I assume he isn't fat. I'm confused. If you're referring to me, I'm totally fat, but I appreciate you being nice. That makes me feel good. Most people are just like, you fat cow. So thanks. No idea how I found you, but love watching your stuff. Keep it going. I have no idea either, but I'm really, really, really glad that you decided to check out some of my videos, and I'm glad that you enjoy them. So I appreciate that so much. His thoughts on GameStop begin at 4 minutes. This is the problem with daily vlogs. When you vlog, it covers a ton of topics, and then sometimes, like for example, this GameStop video of mine that blew up for no reason, blowing up to me is, yes, 6,000 views. That's crazy to somebody as small as me. But when it blows up, it can set a bad tone because people are like, you're talking about this, and they don't understand that you're a vlog channel, or they don't understand, you know, because they just come to your channel for this specific thing because they've seen it or it's in the recommended tab or whatever. So it's kind of hard to do that as a vlog channel, have a set thing, but then, because I didn't know that day exactly what was going on. I don't think. I haven't watched that video. So, but, you know, it's not like I could plan that out. So it's kind of hard. So a lot of times, especially with the vlog channels, you'll see that. It'll say a certain subject, and it may not happen until 8 minutes in the video. And it's tough because it may set a bad example for people being like, oh, you're just doing this to blah, blah, blah. But you know, that's just kind of the way it is as vlog channels, so I apologize for that, but I hope you still enjoyed the video. And that is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget, if you want to comment on this to be in the next Reading Your Comments videos, leave it down below. It can be about anything, it doesn't matter. I don't do politics, but other than that, pretty much fair game. So let me know, and I will definitely answer some of those in the next videos. Hopefully we can do them in another week and a half or so. I'd like to get these out because people seem to enjoy them. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow.